Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to have a group discussion on topic Sanskrit syntax and digital circuit logic. So the GD is open for everybody. You can put your opinions here. What is Sanskrit syntax? Sanskrit syntax is the arrangement of words and phrases to create meaningful sentences, and this forms the backbone of the language Sanskrit. I will like to tell you about Acharya Panini. Here on the screen you can see the photo of Acharya Panini. Acharya Panini was the great ancient mathematician and a father of linguists. Linguist means the person who can write and who can translate different languages, and he composed one of the greatest book for classical Sanskrit, that is the Ashtadhyayi. Ashtadhyayi is a book where you can find algebra like rules which helps to understand the structure of classical Sanskrit.
According to my research, Sanskrit has two parts, beginning Sanskrit and ending Sanskrit. Beginning Sanskrit is known as Vedic Sanskrit and ending Sanskrit is known as classical Sanskrit.
Vedic Sanskrit is the oldest language in India, language of the Vedas, and it was first spoken in northwestern India. I researched the research paper for Vedic Sanskrit, that is a tree bank of Vedic Sanskrit. There are four authors of this paper and inspired by the famous grammatician Panini. Now, what is tree bank? Tree bank is the collection of the sentences. There are in this paper 4,000 sentences are collected in and about Vedic Sanskrit. There are some basic information are mentioned in this paper, like Vedic Sanskrit is an ancient and poetic language. The order of words is flexible and meaning depends on the word ending, and it was used around 1500 better common era, before common era, in texts like Rigved, and it was not created by one person but developed by the Arya people.
Classical Sanskrit, 4th century BCE. The Paninis codified the language in grammar. The books are Adhyayai. The pages talk about the classical Sanskrit is oldest book, and the books defined as the rules of classical Sanskrit.
I want
According
to
to me,
tell. Okay, you carry on, please.
no, you carry on, please.
No, you carry on, please.
According to me, Panini is the father of classical Sanskrit and he codified 4,000 Sanskrit codes into in a one book, and this book is very easy to clarify what we want to say exactly.
So, Ashtadhyayi is the comprehensive and systematic treatise on Sanskrit morphology, phonology, and syntax. Phonology means how the words are pronounced. Morphology means the structure of a sentence, like its subject, verb, and object. And the impact of Panini's Ashtadhyayi can be seen in many writings of many Indian authors. And the speciality about Ashtadhyayi is that it was written in the era where oral composition and transmission were generally done. But Panini's Ashtadhyayi is one of the authentic written source for classical.
Classical Sanskrit is developed from the Vedic Sanskrit.
Um, I think we want to go next page of our group discussion. Someone tell me information about digital circuit logic.
Yes, I know about the digital logic circuit. First of all, what do you mean by a digital logic circuit? It Digital logic circuit are electronic circuit that processes on a binary information, zeros and ones. Basic of digital systems are computer, control system, embedded devices. Digital logic circuit operate using logic levels. That is 0. 0 means low voltage and 1. 1 means high voltage. Use of logic gate to perform operation define Boolean algebra. So there are 3 logic gates. Basic logic gate, that is AND or NOT. AND means output high when all inputs are high. OR means output high when any input is high. And NOT means invert input signal. And there are 2 universal gate, NAND gate or NOR gate. So anyone tell about Boolean algebra?
So Boolean algebra is an expression for deriving different logic gates, and it was introduced by George Boole. He was an English mathematician.
Voltage level for logic 0 is 0 volt, and voltage level for logic 1 is 5 volt or 3.3 volt.
There is a 2 type of logic circuit. First one is the combinational logic circuit and second one is sequential logic circuit. So what do you mean by a combination logic circuit? It is the output depends only on a current inputs, and in sequential logic circuit, past input and current input depends on it.
A Boolean expression is a statement in programming or logic that evaluates to one of the two values that are true or false. It is used to make decision in program by comparing values and using operators like AND, OR, and NOT.
Digital logic circuit is totally depend on Boolean expression logic gate binary language, that is 0 and 1.
I get reference from a Google Scholar you show in PPT.
And my reference was from International Journal of Creative Research Thought.
I take my reference research from Indian flora of ancient Sanskrit. So let's move on a second phase of our group discussion. According to my research, there are many parallel things between digital circuit logic and Sanskrit syntax. So can someone please explain what is different between them?
So I want to explain this topic. So I exposed two topic about the Sanskrit syntax and digital circuit logic. So I find the two concepts that similar in Sanskrit syntax and digital logic circuit. Firstly, these two fields are completely unrelated. One is ancient language and another is modern technology, but they have the follow logical rule-based system that makes them similar. In Sanskrit syntax, here the book Ashtadhyayi book. In this book, they have the 4,000 sutra. With the help of this sutra, we can generate meaning of Sanskrit syntax, meaning, phrase also. The concept of sutra is that how meanings are formed is similar like rules. These concepts are also similar in the digital circuit logic, that is Boolean law. We know about Boolean law. Usually tell everybody that how output are generated. The concept of Boolean law
Are not directly connected, but the primary relation between Sanskrit syntax and digital circuit logic lies in their shared foundation of formal rule based and unambiguous structure. The ancient grammatical work of Panini and prosodic rules of Pingala contain core concepts that find parallel in modern computing, including the binary system that underpins all the digital electronics.
Yes, I agree with you both because logical socket gate and Sanskrit synthesis makes our life easy, and they are also related. They both because they makes their language simplify and clear what they want to say.
Both describe symbol transformation governed by the precise and deterministic rules.
Anyone want to tell something about it?
In Sanskrit, there are the four Veda. Anyone know about them for understanding?
Four
I
Vedic
know about Sam Veda. Okay, you carry on, please.
Thank you. For Ved is Rigved, Arthaved, Samved, and Ajurved. But I only know about Arthaved. Arthaved is often called the Veda of spells and healing or Ved of practical knowledge.
I
Rigved.
want to tell about Samved. Okay, if you want to say, you can continue. You continue. Vishali, you can continue.
Okay, thank you. Rigved, the oldest Veda, Ved, locations of him focus on knowledge through and prayer.
So I would like to tell about Samved. Samved is the Ved of melodies and chants, and one of the four sacred. It is one of the four sacred scriptures of the Hinduism. And what was the purpose of Samved? It served as a songbook for priests performing sacrifices and ritual, making it a very liturgical text. And for musical foundation, it is used as a base for musical foundations. That's it.
Does
So,
anybody know about
according
who is
to
a
Vishali
hello?
and
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
So my question is, does anybody know about who is the father of classical Sanskrit?
George Bullinian is the father of.
No, she said classical Sanskrit.
Sorry.
I think Acharya Panini.
Yes, you are right. Right. Acharya Panini is a father of Sanskrit. And who is the father of
Sorry to
anybody know?
interrupt, but we have talked about three Vedas, but one Veda I think is remain. Anybody would like to explain that?
that is Ved is Ajurved. Ajurved is giving knowledge about rituals. I know every.
Thank you for the clarifications. Now Shravani can ask her question, and sorry to interrupt in the middle.
Um, it's okay. And thank you for giving me chance. So my question is, who is the father of Boolean expression? Does someone know about it?
Yes,
Yes, I know
George
about
Boole.
it.
George Boole is the father of Boolean equation.
That's correct. So,
He was an
right.
English mathematician.
Can I conclude the session? If anyone says something, so please tell.
One topic is remaining. Gayatri told us about it.
Okay.
Conclude this topic. From this presentation, we know about Sanskrit syntax and digital circuit logic. They both show how formal rules help in language and technology.